Rambling! Today, we're doing a rambling. And today's rambling was inspired by a comment that I got recently. Well, a couple of comments. It was really good discussion. And the person's question was on my last Mario Kart review video. Name was, and I hope I get this right, I'm sorry in advance if I don't. I butcher names constantly, so don't hate. But I'm really sorry. I'm gonna say it's Atrozul? Something like that. But anyways, he mentioned to me in particular that, you know, scoring and why did I score it the way that I did, and do I feel, and his opinion was that we look too much into the scores of games. And I kind of do agree with that. So I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about that and kind of bring you guys some thoughts based on that. So no real tips this week, more kind of a discussion video, more kind of some, you know, questions and some questions that I have for you guys, especially. And so let's hop into this. So now, the first thing I want to talk to you guys today is about the scores. So, you know, I do feel, and I'm guilty of this too, so don't think that I'm condemning anyone for doing this, because I'm guilty of it too. But, you know, I believe that sometimes we look at those scores, like, you know, of the IGNs and the media critics and things like that, and we look at them and then we say, oh, you mean Call of Duty got a 10? Oh, I'm getting that. Or, oh, NBA got a 9? Oh, I'm getting that. Or, oh, Gears of War got a 10? Oh, I'm getting that. And then we look at like another game, you know, maybe from not as big of a studio or anything like that, and we got like a 4 and we're like, oh, we're not touching that. So, what I'm trying to get at here is, I think sometimes we look at numbers too much. Numbers are important. They are very important. But also, there's more to it. You have to look at it as a whole thing. What is this person saying? Do they really agree with the number that they're giving? Are they really excited about the game? Or they didn't care about the game? Maybe it wasn't their type of game, that's why they gave it a low score. Maybe, you know, you can usually tell when someone is excited about something. Now, I know I'm very crazy and I get very excited about doing game reviews and things like that. But, like, if I don't like a game and I'm forced to review it, you know, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, this is the great. I'm going to be more like, you know, this is a really good game. It's got a lot of good elements to it. But here's the bad. So you kind of can tell sometimes when somebody's saying something as to what they're giving the score on it. So maybe their scores don't match up with what they're saying, or maybe they're focusing on the wrong parts of a game. Now, this isn't always the case, but I guess I'm just here to kind of start the discussion and, you know, give you guys my thoughts on the issue. I believe that scores are a good thing, but I also believe that, you know, it's an opinion. Anything that we tell you guys is an opinion. While I might give something a 10, someone else might give it a 1. While I might give something a 5, someone else might give it a 6. It's all opinionated, so just, even with my reviews out there, just be careful. You know, just because I say something is great doesn't mean that it's always, you know, it's going to be great to you. Maybe you'll think it's crap. Maybe you think I'm full of crap. But just, you know, be careful. Don't just look at the score. Look at the whole thing. Everything that I'm saying. Everything that everybody's saying. Look at what their opinion is on it. Look how they're feeling about it. Maybe they're focusing on the wrong elements. I've seen game reviews out there that have one game they'll talk story. Oh, the story sucked. Oh, this sucked. Oh, that sucked. And then the next game that I played, I know has no story. And they're like, this is the greatest game ever. And it's like, how can you do that? But, so I kind of just wanted to talk to you guys about that and bring that to you guys' attention. So just be careful when you're looking at scores. Look at the whole review, not just the score. Next thing I want to talk about is what constitutes a really good game here. So now, some of the things that I look at personally when I'm reviewing a game, you know, I always look at graphics and things like that, sound, I did that in my last review. Sound, kind of the theme of the game, and that's what me and What's His Face talked about, the themes of the game. But really for me, the main thing that I look for when I look at any good game is, well, there's a couple things. Am I having fun playing it? What kind of story does it have? And does it make me feel anything? So by feel anything, I mean, you know, what does it make me feel? Am I happy when I'm playing it? Am I sad when I'm playing it? That's why I can give a game like Overwatch a 9 or a 10, and I can give without having a story, because there's still story elements to that game. So I feel for the story of Tracer. I feel for the story of Mercy. They're like real characters to me. And just because, you know, we're playing this game in their universe, Blizzard has built so much around them. So I don't know about you guys, but one of the things that I look for, even with games that don't have story, is what is that story that's built around them? Do they have that foundation of story that they can just be a game without that? If they don't have that foundation or that framework of story, it's hard for a game to be good. But the main thing that I look for is the story. Now, of course, controls and other things are essential. If your controls are crap, if you can have the greatest story in the world, but if your controls are crap, then I'm sorry, but you're probably not going to get me to play more than 5 minutes of it. Because I've seen those videos out there of I Am Bread and things like that where they're hard to control, although those games are made to be hard to control. That's kind of their aim. If you make a sniper game that is hard to control, nobody's going to want to play it. I don't care if it's for shits and giggles or not. They're just not. So all those things are important. So it is a combination of all those things, but I feel definitely the most important part of it is the story. The story is what locks everything in. It can make you overlook flaws in the game. It can make you overlook glitches. It can make you overlook all that stuff. If a game company has a solid foundation, a solid story, they've done something good here, they got nothing to worry about. So now my final thing that I want to talk to you guys about is with my game reviews, and I'm just talking about mine, you're more than welcome to, throw me links of other people's game reviews and say, hey, look at this. But what I'm talking to you guys about is this. Me moving forward in my game reviews, I'd love to know what your guys' thoughts are on them. Do you like the way that I do them? Do you not like the way that I do them? What are you guys' thoughts on them? Is there anything you'd like to see me add? I know at one point you guys said cons, and that's one thing that I've really been focusing on, to give you guys some of those cons moving forward through game videos. So I just, I'm always looking to improve and bring you guys the best content that I can. So I definitely want to know what your guys' opinions are on, is if you want to see more. Do you want me to talk more about something in particular? Is there an area that I'm not covering that you guys think is important that I touch on in each game? What is your thoughts? So anyways, guys, this has been another episode of Mumbles. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please smack that subscribe button, smack that like button, smack all those buttons. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye, everyone. Take care.